Today, at the lecture, I had the opportunity to speak for the Slovak Republic. We can see three of the best prepared countries that could enter the European Union quite quickly. These countries are Montenegro, the host country of this summit. The second country is undoubtedly Serbia. Serbia is incredibly important for stability in a given region. The third country is Albania. These three countries could enter the European Union. I think that this entry would not be good only for these countries, but these countries would bring to the European Union something that the EU desperately needs, and that is fresh blood and common sense. And we have common sense in the European Union only more than ever. But it seems to me that someone is still thinking how to complicate it, how to prevent it, how not to make this decision as quickly as possible. Today, I explicitly asked that the so-called third cluster be finally opened, as far as Serbia is concerned. That is, competition, ability, and inclusive growth. Because for a long time, Serbia has fulfilled the conditions for the opening of this cluster. But as I have already mentioned, someone is still putting more and more obstacles. Therefore, I think it will be such a never-ending story today. For the Slovak Republic, however, it applies again that those who are prepared should have the opportunity to enter. I will omit any shortcuts and exceptions so that I can be completely clear in this. No shortcuts and no exceptions. Someone cannot just become a member of the European Union without fulfilling the conditions. I am glad that nothing was said about Ukraine at all. We talked only, it is probably natural, since we are in the region of the Western Balkans, about these Balkan states. Mr. Director, I would very much like to tell you something more. I did not have the opportunity because I was surrounded by colleagues of the Romanian president to ask him about some details. But I would like to say that at the moment I do not have enough information to say what happened and how it happened. I go back to the drone that fell on Chinjiac in Romania recently. 2 people were easily injured. We immediately hear that this drone was flying to Ukraine. It was deflected by the air forces to the territory of Romania. We immediately hear that it was being transported by jets over the territory of Romania, and the drone eventually fell on the residential building. These are things that I would like to explain to you. We are probably witnessing a lost drone again. Intentionally or unintentionally. I do not know. I would be lying now. I do not have this information. If we talked normally, if there was a normal dialogue, if the phones worked, he would simply pick up the phone and call. So, Mr. President, a drone fell into the sea in Romania. Was it yours? What was it about? Was it a mistake? Was it intentional? Was it a provocation? And when there is a normal dialogue, things can be explained. And I said it 1,000 times. I will say it 1,000 times. This is how the Third World War can start sometimes. With such drones, intentionally or unintentionally. I reject full solidarity with Romania. Of course, as I said before, Romania is not a part of the military conflict, as far as Ukraine and Russia are concerned, but the only prevention is to start talking about these issues normally. So I'm sorry that another such incident occurred. Although I have no details about it, if you have any other, I don't have them at the moment.